Good afternoon. Are you excited to be here today? Yeah. We've got two lovely ladies here, Larisa, Anaya. She was born in Russia, then known as the Soviet Union, and she now resides in Georgetown, Texas. Her passion for visual arts has been a lifelong affair, although she pursued formal education in linguistics and teaching at the Moscow State Pedagogical Institute. Her career has been diverse, so welcome, Larisa. And Lorena Massa.
Lorena
Okay.
Massa?
She's an Italian painter living in Cuno, Italy. She graduated in 2005 from the Academy of Fine Arts in Cuno and with studies in restoration and conservation of cultural heritage, and has earned another degree in painting in 2009. So please welcome our artists.
Good luck to you. Well, we're starting. You can start. Okay. So I'm a plein air painter, and I will paint today a scene which I painted from this in Fabriano during FabrianoInAcquarello 2023. It was a little mountain town, Fermo, high in the mountains, medieval. So I paint this on location, and I will try to reproduce it today. So I usually work in a limited palette, in a limited time. So I'm supposed to work fast, but I'm not sure now. It's a different setting, different situation. So we'll see how it goes, but what it's turned to be.
Okay, now I will explain you something. I am a portrait artist, and today I want to show you my way of interpreting a portrait. This is my son, Lorenzo. And I prepared the drawing at home because I did the drawing with a lot of attention, because when you paint a portrait, is really important the similarities with the subject, and for this reason I think that it's important to spend a lot of time to prepare the drawing. Okay, and now I will start my painting, and for me it's important to say that I always start my painting from the gaze. The eyes, in my opinion, are the most important part of a portrait, because starting from them, I create immediately a feeling, a connection with my subject, and I feel that he's alive with me, okay? And for this reason now I use really small brush, and I start with this part.
obviously, I'm doing my first wash. In plein air, it's different. So in plein air, I try to do everything on the go at once. But um, here it will be first wash and then drying and the next wash, medium shape, medium value. Sorry? It was pre-vetted last night. So I taped it so it doesn't move, and now I need it move. Oh my goodness, destroying it.
Okay, now I show you this part of my painting. Okay. Yes, always. Now I say something to you because I am a little bit less nervous and I can say something. Okay. You can see that the eyes are almost finished. I use for the pupil the black. Usually I don't use the black, but for the pupil, for me is important. Okay. The other black, usually if I create them, mixing 2 or 3 colors. But for the pupil, I use it. For the black part of the eyes, I create a mix with ultramarine blue and quinacridone pink because it's important. Put a little bit of color. We have the sensation to say, oh, the green, the white part of the eye don't have reflection. No, it's not in this way. It's important put a little bit of color because in this way we have a more three-dimensional effect. Okay. Another thing that is important is paint the eyelashes with a dark color because they have this movement, and for this reason I have always a shadow in the upper part of the eye, and this is the element that give strongness to the gaze. Okay? And here in the center I put some little point of organic vermilion because it's a red that I love a lot and give me the sensation of that this ice is with life. Okay, and I pay attention to don't lose the light here up and in the iris, but also here in the center of the eyes, because these are humid point and are really important to create a good structure of the gaze. Now this part is dry, and I will start the part of the skin. Okay. When I paint, I use transparent color because, in my opinion, or better, in my way of painting, use transparent color is useful for me because I can do a lot of layers, but always the skin is clean. Okay, I don't have a sensation that is dirty, that I have gray, green, I have gray, and it's more fresh, especially because I paint especially children, and they have this color really soft, and this is useful for me. Okay. Fabriano. Fabriano, 300 grams, grain fine, and it's all. I wet the paper, you can see, only in the area of the skin, and I pay attention to don't cover with water the area of eyes. This part is important because I know that sometimes happen with my student. They are afraid to put too much water on the paper. But I always say it's better more water than less, because if the paper is wet in the right quantity, we have more time to work and we can stay more relaxed.
Oops, birds.
You can see that is perfectly wet. The color that I mix, quinacridone pink and new gamboge yellow. Of course, in this moment, the color spread because on the paper there is a lot of water. But is not a bad thing, because this helped me to create a soft passage. It's important pay attention to the light. At the beginning, the color are really soft, so for you it's not so interesting. And during this passage is important also to give the right direction to the strokes, because this is another thing that is important. If I do this movement, I immediately have the sensation of this part of the face. See? This is my first layer. The paper is really glossy, so I know that I can work without scare. So I prepare my second color. Is done with quinacridone pink, new gamboge, and organic vermilion. Excuse me? Before starting to... No.
Only plein air. For me, it's a closed plein air today.
Now I start put on a little bit of green for the warm reflection. If it's not, if the paper is very wet, the strokes mix very well. If the paper is not more glossy or very wet, it's important work with a soft movement of the brush. And this gives me the possibility to create a fusion between the colors. For the green, I use the permanent green light mixed with Ansa yellow. It's similar to a lemon yellow. If you see these two colors, it's a crazy thing that put them on the portrait. But for me, are useful because give me some really vibrant color reflection. You can see that the paper in this moment is not glossy. Is humid, but is not glossy. So it's a little bit dangerous work in this situation. And this is not the day at the moment to have a problem. At home, okay, here, no, please. So for me, it's better wait that the paper is perfectly dry, and then I start in a second time. I wet the paper, and I will start with a second step. Okay, this is one thing that I always say to my student. It's important to understand when is the moment to say stop. Because if in this moment I work, I add color or water, at the end, probably in the center of my face, I will have terrible marks. And then I say how I can remove, and I put water, I use a hard brush, and I create a disaster. So this is the moment to say, oh, for you is all okay. I drink a coffee, something like this. No, sorry. No, this is a violet. Yes, I create a mix using ultramarine blue, a little bit of organic vermilion, and yellow. Now, I think that I have to wait, so I work on the hair. You can see that Lorenzo is a the hair are blonde. Okay, and I know that a lot of people, when have to paint blonde hair, immediately start with yellow. No, 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 no. Because the yellow is a strong color, and in my opinion, it's better use it at the end. So for the dark shadow, I will create a mix using the quinacridone pink and the permanent green.
It's a magic Chinese brush. Yeah. And plein air and it can work just one brush, everything. You don't have time to think, to find, to look for brushes. So this one is work for everything. Detail, first wash, second wash. Actually, it's this one is Canadian brand. Canadian brand. Dogan Art. I think it Dogan Arthur Dogan. He's head of International Watercolor Society Global. Yeah, and yes, thank you.
Okay. This is my first layer for the hair. You can see better. I work on dry paper, and I use this brush. It's useful because if I need a lot of water, when, for example, I paint the skin, I work in this way. It's big, it's long, and it absorbs a lot of water, and I work for a long time. When I need work on dry paper for some really small detail, I do this. The paper remove the water, and the brush became flat. And it's like have two brush in one. And in this case, it gives me the possibility to create this effect of light and shadow. Oh, okay. You can see that the first layer is really soft. Green and quinacridone pink. Così? Okay. I know I come as or you are jealous. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh! Oh, no, sorry, I don't understand. Fabriano artistico, 300 grams. Cold press, grana fine, grain fine. Now I work on the shadow of the air here, and I create violet. This is okay. Now I put the yellow, lemon yellow, a lot of water. Okay. Okay. when I paint the lips, I use the same color of the skin. I change only a little bit the quantity of the color, but I prefer use the same color because it's more natural. Of course, if it's a girl with lipstick, I can add other color and put a more strong, a stronger red. But for children, is better use the same color of the skin.
It still is at the edge.
Yeah. Okay. I bring the mouth. Okay. And now is, in my opinion, is important paint the background because if I work on the face, I had some dark color and I had pink, green, ultramarine blue, but when the background change, I need create an harmony between all the elements. And for this reason, I think that is better in this moment work and on the background. So when the background is done, I will return on the skin, on the face, and I will harmonize, I know so it's correct, create an harmonization between all the painting, because also the color that I will use in the background is important that I use the same color for the skin, not in every part of the skin, but some touch, because in this way, when the viewers look at my painting, the gaze and attention see all the painting, not only one element, one part. This is a mistake that someone sometimes happen to do. That I say, oh, I like, I don't know, for example, cobalty blue, turquoise, and I put in one element a strokes. Okay, but if you look at your painting, immediately you see the strokes of this color, and after your gaze go on the subject, and this is not useful. It's important that the gaze, the attention is concentrated on the subject. For this reason, it's interesting, is useful, add some different color, but not only in one place, but in more part of the painting, okay? So I prepared the background. Green, green. I always clean my palette because it's important that the colors are clean. Now I wet the paper, big brush.
Are we good?
Okay.
Still?
40.
Okay. People.
Ultramarine blue.
So that should, I have to, I know the rule, we have to stop before it's too late. It's very easy to keep going and burn it, or roasted watercolor is. So I just add some people. Oh, I'm sorry, it's taped. Running? Good. Still running. So when I was painting there, we were a group, like large group of painters who just deported the bus. We had an hour or something and go back to the bus. And I saw this view. I thought this is the one. I will not hunt for more views, and I just stopped there. And here was, Amit Kapoor. Yeah,
Yes.
here he is walking with his wife. Yeah, and I think I put them here. He's a great Indian watercolor artist. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We are jealous.
We need Amit Kapoor and some birds.
I'm using ultramarine blue for the first color. After I add a deep subgreen, that is a subgreen more dark, and ultramarine turquoise. But all these colors are cold. For this reason, now I will add a little bit of yellow. The paper is really, really wet, so it's important for me in this moment wait, because the risk is that I put color and spread. At color spread. At the end is all flat. No, thank you. So I work on another part, and then when the paper is not glossy, I will add a little bit of strokes with a color that is not wet, is not too diluted, but is more concentrated. So I create some dark shadow or light that are more interesting.
So now I have some droplets of my previous works. I will turn them into the birds. So yes, they are birds. Restoring my whites, but I preserved most of them, so I'm very happy. Some accent, some it's just small, very small round brush. It's Chinese white by Turner.
Okay. This is the background. You can see, in my opinion, the background is a really difficult part in a portrait because um, I think that is important put some color that work very well together, but is also really important create difference area, an area of shadow with a dark color, and pay attention to don't lose the white of the paper. Sometimes happen that we cover all, but immediately the background became flat. So I decided to realize in this way. I keep attention to don't lose this part this. And here I prefer realize a solution like this that is background, no background, okay? Another thing that is important is decide where put the shadow, the dark part of the background. Because if you have two things that are near, if you put a dark color, immediately this part become go indietro, goes back. Thank you. Goes back, and the other go
Forward.
forward. Forward. Thank you, Ida. Excuse me. And if in a painting like this, I do all green, 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 I lose this movement. I decide that I want to create this because here there is a really strong light. And for this reason here, I need a really big contrast. Another part here, maybe that at the end here, I will put another dark color because this part is not so important. And I can create a fusion between the background and the hair and here. So this part became less important and the gaze became the first part of the portrait.
Yeah, so I think I'm done with this one. So as you could see,
You are finished?
this one, yes.
Oh,
I think
no.
it's
What I do? No, I need time. Please, paint.
So
It's late.
I went with on the first wash with a very light ochre yellow and something pink, and of course the sky. And I was very happy that my paper was pre-vetted last night, and I kept it in my suitcase, but it's the bag. It's plastic, so it was taped on this plastic was under the plastic, and it kept the moisture the whole night and half of the day. So when I went to the because the paper was dry on touch, but when I took the first middle value, I immediately saw that it's wet. But I'm very happy about it. So I discovered something today. Uh, uh, I will just, yeah. Pull. Thank you, watercolor God. Because you never know. Yeah, but it dries very quickly. It dries like, exceptionally in Texas. So no wonder what many artists in plein air competitions are not watercolor, because it doesn't work. Here. 1 hour. Two. Here, how it was pre-made, how it was prepared. What was that? Was it me? Bless you. It's a part of entertainment. No, overnight because I prepared to carry it. So this and this, but it was taped on plastic, and I vetted it on the back 3 times. Each time I waited until it went not glossy, but it touch. So it's how you prepare the paper until it's not bad, but damp, damp, damp and cold. So then you understand that you can make another wash with water. So I made it 3 times. I put it back, taped it, and put it in the bag for today. So now I have a dry paper here.
I create a mix using ultramarine blue, organic vermilion, quinacridone pink, and a little bit of new gamboge.
Um, I went to Sicily in 19, and there is a place named Marsala, Trapani Marsala, and they have medieval conservation and collecting of salt, and they are salt flats, and and the mills, ancient mills, and this is the still water divided in sections for the salt collecting. It's very, very beautiful, and so I will paint this mill.
a secret for you. I use always my tablet, and this is useful because I prepare my reference image and then I transform it in black and white. And I change the light, the contrast, and this is useful for me when I paint because in this photo that is really bright, I can see perfectly all the reflection of the eyes, the movement of the eyelashes, and it's really convenient for me. But when I have to work on the skin, especially to create a three-dimensional effect, it's more convenient work on the original. Like in this case, you can see that it's really clear the difference between the area that are in light, where are the shadow, the different quantity of shadow, okay? This is useful. Technology help. Yes, one of my sons. Yeah?
Him now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to do a great job because if I return at home and I realize a portrait like Picasso, my son say, "Oh, mom, what, what do you do?"
What did you do?
Free. Yeah, 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 of course, because they are jealous. Oh, you paint Lorenzo in America and me. Oh, I know, I know. Now you can see that I wet the paper. I'm not scared about this part. Mi dà quanti minuti ho? Ok, ce la posso fare. Usually I need more time for my portrait. Today I have to work really fast. I drink 3 coffee before start. 3 hours. Yes. Then when I prepare some painting for exhibition.
Next one. Next portrait.
Yeah. I prepare some painting for exhibition context. Of course, more than 3 hours, of course. Sometimes for me it's useful do the portrait and then put it far away from my eyes. And after after few days, check it. Because immediately I say, oh no, this is not correct. There is important add this shadow, and this is useful. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I wet all the area of skin. Now I add the shadow. One color that is really important for me is the ultramarine blue, because it's a blue that is perfect with the other color that I use. They create a really nice mix. And also if I do a lot of layers, I never lose the freshness.
Yeah, I wonder right now it's golden ochre. This is Winsor Newton. I'm not.
No, naturally. Yeah. Only 1 second, because if I do a mistake, I'm ruinated. Grazie, grazie. Oh, oh, scusate. Angela, mi fai perdere la concentrazione.
Oh, we're done?
We have
Where's my
finished?
hour? Gone. Okay,
It's done?
2:30. First wash.
4 minutes? Wait, wait, I
Yay!
have 4 minutes. No, I work at the end. No, I just
We did it.
no, no. You have 4 more. No. I do all what I can do. I'm sure that when after I will look at this painting, I will think, oh, I can be more brave and put a shadow more dark. But this is me.
Beautiful.
Thank you to all of you that are here.
Thank you.
And
That's it.
this,
We did it.
yeah, this is really a great emotion for
Step
me.
forward. Move forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.